Welcome to Inside Games, the only gaming news show brave enough to be disappointed by a new Sony handheld.
I guess in that case, there's a whole lot of bravery going around right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation. The good news is Sony announced a new portable.
Yeah, we love those things. Oh, the PSP, the Vita, oh, good times, good memories. Bad news is nobody knows what this one is for. It's kind of weird. Calling it a portable is pretty generous given that it's completely tied to your PS5. I guess it's the portable that just can't leave your house, which doesn't feel very portable.
Insider Gaming reported on the rumored device, then called the Q Lite, back in April. This week, Sony officially unveiled the PlayStation Portal and gave us some pricing info and a release window.
Yep, $200 and later this year.
All right. Not bad for a PlayStation Portable, right? Hey, it's going to be great. Don't break those UMDs out of cold storage just yet, though. I know you were going to fire them up in the, what was it, the PSP? Where did the UMDs go?
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, Shrek on UMD. It ages like a fine wine. I wonder if those, I feel like if you picked up a UMD now, it would just crumble into dust in your hand.
Yeah, I would.
But yeah, there's reason to be happy, I guess. This marks the return, sort of, to the portable space by Sony after the PSP and PS Vita, two devices that were well loved in some circles, but never managed to get a wider audience, at least not to the degree Sony needed it to.
But unlike the previous portables, the PlayStation Portal, not the portable, is only, gosh, man, jeez, they're trying to confuse us. It's only able to play games streamed from the PlayStation 5 via remote play, and that's it.
Yeah, weird. The portable is a weird device. Sony senior VP Hideaki Nishino said it's the, quote, perfect device for gamers in households where they might need to share their living room TV or simply want to play PS5 games in another room of the house.
Okay, yeah, we got it. So it's almost like the old Wii U tablet in terms of functionality. And we all know that Wii U was loved the world over and sold amazingly.
Yep. Unlocked gaming in anywhere 20 feet away from your Wii U. That's a real gaming hot zone, it turns out. Oh, geez. Yeah, so the device kind of looks like a Kindle Fire tablet with half a PS5 controller just smacked onto each end. The controllers have all the fancy adaptive triggers and haptic feedback that the PS5 controller has, so that's cool. Plus, it's got an 8-inch LCD screen that's capable of 1080p resolution at 60 FPS.
Most people were talking about how great that screen was. That was the one thing everyone was like, the screen's so cool! And then everything else is kind of like, I don't know.
Is the screen cool? 1080p 60? I guess it's really small, so it'll probably look really good.
It should. But the larger question is, why is Sony doing this? It definitely feels like a nod to the success of the Nintendo Switch, which almost single-handedly proved that there's still a huge market for portable gaming after lots of people wrote it off following the rise of smartphone gaming.
You know, but instead of wondering why Sony is making a bizarre streaming handheld, you could be the one making the games streaming on that bizarre streaming handheld with help from our sponsor, Boot.dev.
Inside Games is brought to you by BootDev. Right now, programmers have amazing earning potential. According to Stack Overflow, the median salary for back-end developers in the US in 2022 was over $100,000. So that's what BootDev is going to do. It's going to help you become a back-end developer. It's online, self-paced, and it's gamified. Students will earn XP, levels, achievements, and complete quests to get top spots on the global leaderboard. You can learn back-end development from start to finish in Python and Go. BootDev was created by Lane and Alan, who obviously love video games, and they're usually hanging out in the BootDev Discord community where you can get help whenever you need it. So if you want to learn programming and back-end development like Lawrence and I, you can use the coupon code INSIDEGAMES to get 25% off your first payment, which can be 1 month or 1 year. That's 25% off your first payment of anything to BootDev. That coupon code again is Inside Games for 25% off your first payment to BootDev. And thank you very much, BootDev, for sponsoring Inside Games. Hey, thank you, BootDev. Now let's try and unpack what the PlayStation Portal is for and why Sony's deciding to make it.
Yeah, Sony, for some reason, doesn't want to jump all the way back into the portable space the way Valve did with the Steam Deck, and they found a lot of success.
That's true. Maybe Sony still feels a little burned by the PS Vita, which was an awesome device when it launched over a decade ago, but never sold like Sony wanted.
Yeah, some have argued that the Vita left behind a very important legacy, opening doors for smaller devs to put their games on consoles. And we've seen the Switch take that to another level, using indie games to really bolster its library of first-party titles.
Again, though, why is Sony making this new device? Nobody really knows. As some have pointed out, the PS5's remote play feature already works with major smartphones, along with PCs, Macs, tablets, even other PS5 and PS4 consoles, so why?
Maybe a box of 1080p tablets just fell off a truck in front of Sony HQ. They had a surplus of controllers floating around, so I don't know, a business genius saw a way to make some money off of I was like, oh, we could do something here.
Yeah, that sounds plausible. Maybe Sony doubted their ability to produce a significant amount of hardware if it contained actual computer guns. Sony finally announced the supply constraints plaguing PS5 production had actually eased back in November of 2022.
Yeah, they're probably a little stung by all the money they could have made, maybe.
Sure.
So I don't know. If we assume that it's the same fundamental supplies behind whatever makes a PS5 and whatever processing portable guts that a Portal doesn't have, I don't know, maybe Sony just wanted to make sure their production resources went entirely to making PS5s instead of being split with a handheld line.
That's kind of the best guess that we can hazard here. All we can hope for now is that in a future investor call, Sony shares a little of their thinking behind this device, because otherwise they're not going to tell us why they made it.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping in a Q&A somebody just gets up and, hey, yeah, why? Because I don't know. Maybe it'll sell really well and then the question will answer itself. There's another weird thing that Ars Technica noted. The PlayStation Portal does not support games streamed directly through Sony's own cloud streaming service, PlayStation Plus Premium. If you want to play a game on the Portal, it has to be running on a PS5 that you own.
Getting back to Nishino's comment, it seems like Sony's goal here is to let PlayStation 5 players play their games without necessarily monopolizing a TV.
Yeah, cool idea. I get that. If you're someone with kids or roommates who don't want to watch you play God of War for 8 hours on the living room TV.
Yeah, sure. Or just buy a 43-inch 4K TV for $200. I mean, that's pretty cheap right now.
Yeah, TVs are really cheap, so just get a TV and problem solved. I don't know. This also all assumes that you have another media device hooked up to the living room TV, which is a little odd. I don't know. Electronics manufacturers usually want to funnel all of your media consumption through their devices and ecosystems. So I guess the PS5 is just humming over there while you have the input on something else and you're just watching something, huh?
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Unless the PlayStation 5 will be able to play media to a TV but stream a game to the Portal at the same time, which would honestly be super rad and completely legitimize this entire thing, but we don't know that it'll do that, right?
Yeah, if it were to do that, they would have said it. I have to assume. It's a cool idea. Maybe they'll find a way to patch it in later.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. Interesting little device, but it also feels like Sony could have made it a lot more functional with a few tweaks.
Just in case you have really deep pockets and feel like buying more gadgets with the PlayStation logo on them, Sony also announced the Pulse Elite wireless headset and Pulse Explore wireless earbuds.
Yeah, both use, and this sounds expensive. I love this. Custom designed planar magnetic drivers for an audiophile level listening experience. Oh boy, it's just like having your ears swaddled with velvet.
Oh wow, the Elite headset will cost you $150, almost as much as the Portal, while the Explorer earbuds will run $200. There it is. Both will utilize Sony's new PlayStation Link Bluetooth audio tech, which allows them to be connected to a PlayStation device and a separate Bluetooth audio device at the same time.
That's kind of neat. So you can game on your Portal and take a call from your phone, all from the comfort of your bathroom. We truly are living in the future, Bruce.
Yeah. Well, the question that I'm going to ask the comments, and I'm sure we're going to see a few Sony ponies out there that are like, the Portal is for me, and I can't wait. But really, truly, what is this? Who is this device for? What is it? Why?
The nearest I can guess, due to my extensive and borderline academic understanding of Japanese culture, is that I think it's for the Japanese home. It seems like it's for the Japanese market. Oh. Small spaces with one TV. Family wants to watch TV, and you want to play something. I kind of get that. But yeah, in America, we just buy more TVs. Like I said, who cares? Just cram them anywhere they'll fit.
Yeah, that's true. This to me feels like a weird, because I know they kind of made missteps with PSVR 2 and with PlayStation Move. Those things were sort of widely mocked and then they just disappeared. I know PSVR 2 is obviously still selling, but they really did not hit their sales targets on that. So this is, I always feel like they're trying to break into the Nintendo device market. And just let Nintendo do that. Let Nintendo do the Labos and the real life Mario Karts and stuff like that. PlayStation, just do what you're best at.
Yeah, I think it might be factors of Sony is more than just PlayStation. They have hardware divisions. So given how well PlayStation does, it makes sense that those divisions would want to kind of partner with the PlayStation brand or use that as an avenue to get their division and their products to sell more. So maybe that's what this is it's the PlayStation brand doing other divisions inside of Sony a little bit of a favor and releasing a product with the branding on it. It's still weird though.
It is very, very weird. And everyone else on the internet also thinks it's weird too. We're not the only ones. Hey, these patrons, we have an Inside Games Patreon, and they support every single month on the Inside Games Patreon. These patrons already pre-ordered a Portal, even though they don't have a PlayStation 5. That was a bad move. Red N003, Old Baby Leg, Gypsy Nova, and Shaky Pants. You might want to get a refund.
Damn, I got some patrons that also did a whoopsie on the internet there. But just, they wanted to buy the Portal, but accidentally bought another PS5. We've all been there. Matt Bogenberger, Cash Putnam, UESC Battleroid, and Jambers87. Maybe you can sell them on Wish or something like that.